The torsion spring provides the tension to raise the saw head back up after a cut is made. It is a large coil spring with two arms that provide leverage against the upper guard casting and the hinge bracket. After thousands of uses, the torsion spring can fatigue and possibly break. Replacing the torsion spring is a repair that you can do yourself, and I'm going to show you how.
Hi, I'm Mark Socha.
Do-it-yourself repairs like these are easier than you might think. From lawn machines to cordless drills, kitchen mixers,
Outdoor grills.
our how-to videos walk you through each repair from start to finish. So doing it yourself means never having to do it alone.
Let's get started.
I'll begin by removing the rear attachment point for the guard link. Next, I'll loosen the two screws at the rear of the saw that hold the pivot pin in place. Now release the lock pin and allow the head to pivot up. Now remove the pivot pin. Remember, as the pin is removed, the head will come free from the saw, so you'll need to support it. I'll use a socket to start knocking the pin out. I've got the pin started, and a trick I like to use is to use a punch to remove the pin. The punch will replace the pin inside the saw and hold the head in place until I'm ready to remove it. Now I'll pull the punch away and remove the head. Now I can remove the torsion spring and the spacers. Now I can install the new torsion spring. I'll slide the spacers inside the torsion spring with the large portion of the spacer pointing out, and I'll set this assembly aside for now. I'll insert the pivot pin through one of the castings, and I'll slide it in place until it's just flush with the edge of the casting. Now I'll slide the head back into place and insert the pin through the first half of the casting on the head. So now I have the pivot pin through one piece of the base casting and one side of the head casting. Now I'll reposition the spring. The spring is aligned, so one arm fits in a groove underneath the dust shroud here, and the other one aligns with this bracket. Another trick I like to use is to use that same punch to keep the spring and spacers in alignment as I continue to install the pivot pin. At this point, the pin is inserted through all of the castings. I just need to finish tapping it into place so it's centered between the housing. And that looks good. Now I'll lower the head back down, lock it into place, and tighten the screws on the pivot pin. And I'll finish up by reinstalling the guard link. And that's how easy it is to install a new torsion spring on your miter saw. Be sure to check back often for new videos and expert advice. If you found this video helpful, give us a thumbs up
And leave a comment.